I think part of it is where, there are a lot of people out there that just have their favorite fighter and they just follow them. And they don't follow boxing, they just follow their favorite fighter. So when their favorite
Right.
fighter loses, they just make excuses for them and hate on the guy who wins. I think that's exactly what happened with Bradley, where even the HBO commentators, fucking Jim Lampley, you could tell one of his favorite fighters, Manny Pacquiao, and he was just sort of repping for his boy, so to speak, while his
Yeah,
boy was getting his ass whooped for for
right,
at
right.
least half of the fight. So it's
Yeah, I thought Lampley, like, he was bringing it up on the fight night or whatever it shows up, the fight
yeah,
game. He was still bringing it up, like, months later. Like, he never got over that.
I know. And then while with the Donaire Rigondeaux fight, he was more a little bit like non-biased towards Donaire, but he did kind of mention sort of built-in excuses for him, for his poor performance, for his lack of strategy, right?
Exactly. The way I look at it like, if you're a barber, right? Say you cut hair, and that's your living, that's your profession, and you call yourself a master barber, then despite what type of ethnicity, despite whatever hair type it is, so if someone has nappy hair, if they have long coarse hair, if they have receding hairline, you should know how to cut that type of hair if you call yourself the best, right? So as far as like Guillermo Rigondeaux and Donaire, you guys, some not you guys, but some people are saying he's running, but shouldn't it be Donaire's obligation to learn how to cut that type of hair or learn how to fight that type of fighter, no matter what they bring? If he's running and that's what you feel, then you have to find a way to counteract that and defeat that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you, like I said, like boxing is a form of martial arts, man, and in martial arts you have, hundreds of thousands of different styles, and if you can't, it's not Rigondeaux's fault because he's a master at his style. This is his style. It's up to his opponent to figure out his style, and it's real cheesy for Donaire fans to say, oh, this is boring and this and this and that, because if that was Donaire, if Donaire had did the same, Donaire, listen, what did Donaire do? Okay, it was his responsibility to go out there and press the action in the fight because he's the draw, he's the one getting his ass kicked. Okay, he can't catch Rigondeaux, so every time he did let his hands go, he got the worst of those exchanges. So what was he supposed to do other than what he did, which was take his ass whooping like a man and let it be done? His fans are just butthurt because they can't accept that their favorite fighter lost. And this is why I don't get caught up in worshiping these fighters, because any fighter can be beat, okay? And all these guys on YouTube, most of them are just hypocrites and fake fans anyway, because as soon as their favorite fighter lose, then all of a sudden you're going to see who the real guy, and you're going to see a bunch of people close down their fucking YouTube accounts, just like when Pacquiao lost. I don't even see 50 motherfuckers who used to harass me all the time are just gone now. I don't even know where they at, because Pacquiao lost. Now,
Yeah.
if not, can you imagine what would happen if Mayweather lost the fight? If Mayweather ever lost a fight, the same thing would happen. YouTube would be a ghost town, except for a few real channels on here, and it's the same thing with you can't. If you're a fan of boxing and you appreciate the art of boxing, then you don't have to worry about that and trying to save face and shit, because you're not emotionally attached to any of these guys. But that's what's happening. Too many people get emotionally attached to fighters, and then they start making shit up because they don't want to admit when they're wrong.
Right. And like even if you are emotionally attached to a fighter, you gotta understand that every fighter has some weaknesses. Every fighter can be beat against, either another elite fighter when they're in that situation.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Yeah, that
it
was
was
my
common
point.
knowledge
Yeah.
that this was a 50-50 fight, and if it went to a decision, it was likely that the skills of Rigondeaux would most likely be able to outpoint a guy like Donaire. It was such a one side. It was shocking, the one-sided fight, and the point I really think is unfair for Rigondeaux is he had Donaire running in the last round. He had him running
Right.
away from, because he was badly hurt in the left eye. Badly hurt.
Yeah, but
it was very close to being a stoppage in that last round. Very close.
Yeah. Why nobody talking about that though? Why nobody talking about the fact that as soon as Donaire got hurt, he started running, he started pedaling.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody just glasses over that like it's But I really don't even care, man. Like I said, most of these guys, these fans, man, who do that, they idiots, man. They're not even on the level of they're not intellectual thinkers, man. They're not chess players. They like playing fucking checkers and fucking blackjack and stupid shit like that, where they don't take no fucking thought,
Yeah.
And that's why the boxing is in the state it's in, because of the fans. The promoters and all them people only do what they know they can get over on the fans with. If the fans didn't allow the dumb shit, they wouldn't do it. You got Bob Arum, this fucking promoter out there hating on his own fighter just like he did Timothy Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Talking about Rigondeaux is I don't know if I could sell him if he's fighting like this, and same shit he did with Bradley. That's why I don't understand why any black fighter who has that style will even sign with Tyrank. Terrence Crawford, if his contract is almost up, he needs to get the fuck out of there quick.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just to touch on it, Nonito Donaire, I projected him to win. I thought he was going to win. I thought his power and size would end up catching Rigondeaux. But the reason I'm okay with saying that he got schooled, because one, he did get schooled, and two, I wasn't on my prediction video. I wasn't talking reckless. I said it was a 50-50 fight because I knew what Rigondeaux was capable of. I just thought his power and size would be too much. And that's
right.
Some of these other people make predictions, and it's like so dramatic. They're like, Rigondeaux's going to get knocked out in round one, and then when it doesn't happen, now you got to face the music and face the crowd like, oh, shit, I made that prediction and said Rigondeaux is going to get knocked out, and then nothing close to that happens. Now you got to deal with all these backlash comments and people laughing at you and calling you out. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? I try to get fair assessment. It doesn't happen like that.
Oh, yeah, but that, I wouldn't worry about that, though. I wouldn't worry about, people. I mean, if you make a prediction and you wrong about your prediction, I don't really care about that shit. Like, because
it's just like, it is what it is.
It's fun, it's just fun, but I just think it's like the fans shouldn't get so riled up and disrespectful, because to tell you the truth, I only remember a couple of people calling saying that Rigondeaux was going to win this fight. I only remember a couple of people saying Rigondeaux was going to win.
Yeah.
Everybody else was real quiet, like church mouse. And then as soon as Rigondeaux win, everybody running around YouTube like, yeah, I knew Rigondeaux. You didn't know shit. You didn't know shit. If you knew, you would have made a fucking video.
Yeah.
If you would have made a video saying something. Because
right.
I said this is a 50-50 fight, and I'm not sure who's going to win. I can see both guys winning. I'm rooting for Rigondeaux, but I don't know if he's going to win. And a lot of other people stay quiet. That's the technique on YouTube. People stay quiet. They won't make a prediction. But then as soon as one guy wins, they come out like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen.